Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I created this really colorful, fun look using the Jaclyn Morphe palette. It's pretty wearable, but it's just something like with a little bit of pops of color. So if this is something that you would like to see, then just keep watching. So the first shade that I'm going to dip into for a transition color is this shade right here called Creamsicle. And I'm just going to buff this into the crease. Basically, I'm just really deepening this color, just trying to get a lot of pigmentation out of it. So I'm just layering it. So now that that's buffed in to the pigmentation that I wanted, I'm just going to take a big fluffy blending brush with nothing on it and kind of just blend the edges. I'm going to take this brown shade right here called Pukey, and I'm going to just blend that a little bit lower than this creamsicle color. I'm also just going to pack it a little bit onto this outer corner right here, just because I feel like it's going to help my colors when I use the colorful colors, that it's just going to help it blend into something. And then just taking this original blending brush and blending everything together. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side and darken it up a little bit in the outer corner and in the crease. Okay, so now we're at this step, and now we're gonna start putting the colorful colors on, but I'm actually gonna cut my crease like a little bit, like maybe a little bit more than halfway in. So to do that, I'm just gonna take some concealer, put a little bit onto the back of my hand, and then you can take like an angled brush or like a flat shader brush. I'm just gonna take a small like angled brush and take that concealer on the back of my hand and just clean it up here on the lid. Okay, so now that we're at like this point where it's a little bit cleaned up, I'm gonna go in with this purple shade right here called Royal. And I'm just going to pack this on like the outer third of my eye. Now I'm going to dip into this dark blue right here called Twerk. And then I'm going to put that right above, in front of this, and just blend it into the purple color. And now I'm going to go in with a more precise flat shader brush and dip into this teal color right here called Pool Party. And then this is going to go on the inner corner. What I'm going to do is go back in with the one of the original blending brushes that I used for this darker outer corner, and I'm going to take that back into this outer corner and just blend into the crease and kind of blend everything together. Now I'm just going to actually take this glitter liner from Urban Decay. It's a heavy metal one in the shade Midnight Cowboy. And I'm gonna put this right into the crease. And now I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some false eyelashes. Shit, I forgot mascara. So now that I have my eyelashes on, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up anything that fell out. I'm gonna clean up any of the fallout that I got from the eyeshadow and just clean up this line right here. For moisturizer, I'm going to use the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It's pretty much my favorite moisturizer ever. Just get a little bit on the back of my finger. I was actually a little worried about this eye look before, but I actually really like how it turned out so far. Today for primer, I'm going to use two different primers. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock, and I'm also going to use the NYX Pore Filler. First, I'm going to go in with the Glow Lock just kind of all over my face, but mainly starting it out in the high points. And then next, I'm going to go in with this NYX Pore Filler. And it's a really interesting consistency. I don't know if you guys can see it on the back of my hand, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on my chin. And I'm also gonna put a little bit underneath my eyes because it actually fills in, like if you guys have really fine lines, it fills those in underneath your eyes. If you kind of just like dab it into the lines instead of like swiping, because it's like really thick, it like fills in pores and stuff like that. So then with whatever I have left, I'll just put it on my nose. Today for foundation, I'm going to take this Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation and mix it with my Pro Glow. Like always, I mix everything with Pro Glow. It's just something I do. I really like the finish it gives like every foundation. Okay, and now that we have this foundation pretty much all the way buffed in, now I'm going to take some concealer to highlight the high points of my face. I'm just going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. Now that we have all this concealer, now I'm just going to take some translucent loose powder. This is the Coty Airspun, and just take it on the back of my beauty blender. Now that I have that, I'm just gonna go and finish the rest of my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with this matte shade right here called, it's a teal shade called Jada. And I'm just gonna take and buff that underneath my eyes. I'm going to take this shade right here called Beam and on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to put it right here on the inner corner. Last thing before I put on some mascaras, I'm just going to take a white eyeliner and just line my waterline with it. So now the eyes are pretty much complete, and I actually really like how they came out. At first I was a little nervous because it wasn't like blending how I wanted it to, but overall I pretty much really like it. So now I'm just gonna finish the face. I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Today for blush, I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. And I'm just going to take this on a duo fiber brush. Really all that's left is just highlighter and lipstick. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Laura Geller highlight in the shade Diamond Dust. It's like this white iridescent. It has like pinks and purples in it. And I'm just going to mix it with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow in the shade Precious Petals. Today for lip, I'm going to use this liquid lipstick in the shade Midi. It's from ColourPop. So yeah. Then I'm also just going to take a little bit of concealer and just dab it in the middle. Just to give it like an ombre effect. So yeah, this is pretty much the finished look. Just a really colorful, fun, but I think it's pretty wearable, like eye look. Created it using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, something you can get at Ulta. It's really affordable, really good palette. Again, it has like a lot of neutral colors in there too, so there's a lot of really wearable looks, but with just some really fun pops of color. So yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you liked my videos. I really appreciate everybody who supports me. It really means a lot. And yeah, if there's any ideas that you guys have of videos for me to make, just leave it in the comment box below and I will definitely try and do some of those videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time.